Hi, my name is Beth Hiley here for Board Game Geek with SPIEL 17. I'm sitting down with Paul Gauguin from CGE, and you've brought us the massively anticipated and massive game, Pulsar 2849.
Yes, I have. Which doesn't. This isn't all of the components. I was just got as many as I could on here, but
this is definitely one where you get your workout looking up this box.
There's a lot more. There's a lot more in there. So yes.
Well, I'm going to have to say we're going to try and summarize this in 5 minutes as best we can.
Yeah, no problem.
So.
yeah. So it's a space-themed game. It's a Euro-style game. Dice drafting is one of the main mechanics in the game, and then you use your dice to perform various actions. What makes it different is the dice that you draft. There's two things that you have to think about when you're taking the dice. The high dice, and I don't know if you can see the board over here, but these dice will be rolled at the start of the round. So they will be the dice that are rolled, and then players will take it in turns to select one of the dice, and then in reverse order select a second dice. Now, the high dice are better, right? This will allow you to do 6 things, which is awesome. This won't allow you to do very many things, but there's a penalty if you take the high dice compared to the low dice. So it isn't just, oh, I'll grab that dice because it's really good. You've got to sort of go, oh, if I take that dice, but actually I'm going to get a penalty because it's so high, and you've got to balance that out. The dice that you will then use will be used to do various things. So you'll notice that the game board is here. Each player starts with their little survey ship on the edge of the board, and you will fly it around. Basically, if you use the 6, you'll get to move 6 spaces. If you use the 1, you'll get to move 1. So that's why the 6 is better. You'll be flying through these systems and putting counters on, which will get you various bonuses. But one of the main ways of generating victory points in the game, which is the way that you win, is by building these kind of generators that go around these pulsars.
Right, these little
So what you've got to do is, first of all, you've got to fly to one of them, and then you claim it. So you fly to a pulsar and you claim it. And you say, right, that's mine. Nobody else can have that. And then using another action, you will take one of these rings, and you will put it on there. These are gyrodynes. And then, as another action, you will flip it over, and at that point, it's now generating points for you every round.
So you claim it, you build it,
and then you start it spinning. And at that point, it will start. It's a way of generating points. So the earlier you do that, the better, because it generates your points every round. There's technologies, so there's a technology board here. These technology boards are two-sided, and there's actually 2 of them for each section of the technology board. So there's 64 different combinations. And you can patent these technologies, and these will give you all sorts of different bonuses in the game that will give you extra points or enable your ship to move faster or things like that. There are these transmitters. So at the start of the game, well, every round there's always 3 transmitters available, and you will use dice, the dice that's shown, to build their transmitter. And when it's built, you'll flip it over. Now this one doesn't do anything once it's built, apart from give you an immediate 8 victory points. This one, however, if you were to build this one, allows you every round to convert 1 cube into 5 points. There's cubes as well. And what's cool, if you build 2 of these transmitters and join them together, that gives you a bonus action of value 5.
That's clever.
So yeah, that's quite cool. There's lots of ways in the game of getting bonus actions, because the game lasts for 8 rounds. You get 2 actions per round. So you're only going to get to do 16 actions in the entire game. So getting a bonus action is really useful. Right. Game lasts 2 to 4 players, lasts probably about 60 to 90 minutes. So it hits that nice sweet spot of games these days for a Euro game of this complexity.
I was just, for those of you who are familiar with the CGE titles, may see a few little familiar pieces here.
Familiar,
cool, spaceship.
With semi-translucent plastic instead of just solid colour.
Highlight too the fact that you've got like metallic paint on these, so like this is definitely.
We experimented with white, yellow, and then we thought, well, silver's metallic. That's a little bit more into the space theme, and it worked out. So
it came out beautifully.
Yeah, nice.
I know this one's been a title a lot of people have been.
Yeah, I mean, CG normally leave things very late, so we've only just done the box cover like 3-4 weeks ago, whereas other publishers have got it out like a year in advance. So the game has been out there, word about the game has been out there, but it's only recently that people have started seeing the final images, and that's because we've only just done we produce everything in the Czech Republic at a printer that's a few miles away from the office.
Oh, wow.
So it allows us to, make things as good as we can, and then send it to printer when most other companies have finished and are now sat at home relaxing before Essen. So yeah, working till the very end.
Well, we appreciate your hard work in resulting in such a beautiful product. If you guys want to check that out, this is Pulsar 2849 from CGE. And Paul, thank you again.
Thank you.